ridden by Peter Scudamore. And number 3 is the other 12-year-old Seagram, the former Grand National winner, ridden by Nigel Hawke. 4 is Escher-Ness, Ben de Haan. 5, Boris Seaver, Jimmy Frost. 6, the Blinkered Give Us a Buck, ridden by Paul Holly. 7, Enverpack Token, Brendan Powell. 8 is Windy Ways with Richard Dunwoody, putting up £1 overweight in his bid for a 3-timer. 9 is Weenish, ridden by Warren Marston. 10 is Duntree with Hywel Davies, putting up £3 overweight. And 11, Very, Very Ordinary, ridden by Robbie Supple. And here's how they bet.
And Give Us a Buck is the most favoured, 7-2. And Very, Very Ordinary, 9-2, second favourite. Windy Ways and Aquifer are on 6-1. Boris Seaver and Escher-Ness, 7-1. These are all drifting. And Duntree is 14-1 from 10s. Weenish, 14-1 also. On 20-1, Seagram, and Enverpack Token is 50-1 from 14-1.
And running to the first of the 21 fences. Aquifer over on the far side, Seagram, the 2 old men, and then Escher-Ness, and on the near side, Enverpack Token with Give a Buck. And it's Aquifer, the leader, with the sheepskin noseband from Seagram, Give Us a Buck, and Weenish on the inside, then Escher-Ness and Enverpack Token, then Duntree, and behind him is Windy Ways. The 2 back markers at the moment are Very, Very Ordinary and Boris Seaver. Aquifer on the inside of Seagram, Weenish on the far side, Give Us a Buck, Duntree following them, and Enverpack Token over on the far side. Escher-Ness is next. Then Windy Ways. Very, Very Ordinary, wasn't just quite foot perfect at that one. Coming down to the water. Aquifer on the inside of Seagram. Give Us a Buck right up there on the outer. Comes Weenish and Escher-Ness, the first of the ditches. Aquifer runs in the lead, and they're all safely over that first ditch. Aquifer from Seagram over on the far side. Then Enverpack Token, Weenish, Give Us a Buck. And the back marker, Very, Very Ordinary, with Boris Seaver just ahead of him. Aquifer leading from Give Us a Buck, that I called Seagram last time. Then over on the left, Enverpack Token. Seagram's the one with the white face, just shielded by Escher-Ness. The second ditch, Weenish goes. Weenish a faller at the second ditch. He's carrying on riderless. And Aquifer comes to the next. In the lead from Give Us a Buck, that was the 7th. Then Duntree and Escher-Ness and Enverpack Token and Windy Ways. Behind Windy Ways is Very, Very Ordinary with Seagram and Boris Seaver. Aquifer, the leader, over the 8th. From Give Us a Buck, Duntree on the inner. Then Escher-Ness, Enverpack Token over on the far side. Windy Ways travelling well just in behind the lead. But the old man Aquifer and Peter Scudamore, the leaders. As they come to fence number 9 of the 21 in all, Give Us a Buck jumps its second. Enverpack Token over on the left. Duntree, Very, Very Ordinary, not too far behind the lead. Escher-Ness also, then Windy Ways. Boris Seaver and Seagram are the back markers, and Aquifer the leader from Give Us a Buck. Duntree over on the far rail, then Escher-Ness, then Windy Ways and Very, Very Ordinary. And then Enverpack Token as they turn into the straight now to face up to number 10, which will be the second last next time, and Aquifer the leader from Give Us a Buck and Duntree, then the riderless Weenish, and then Escher-Ness, and then Windy Ways, and then Very, Very Ordinary. Behind them, Enverpack Token, Boris Seaver, and Seagram. Aquifer from Give Us a Buck over the 11th. And now out into the country again. Aquifer from Give Us a Buck. A little gap then with the riderless horse, Weenish, in between the leaders, and Duntree, who's on the inside of Echenez, followed by Windy Waves, then Borisiva, then Inverpack Token and Very, Very Ordinary, and finally Seagram as they run downhill towards number 12. The water is 13 on this final circuit, and it's Aquilifer from Give Us a Buck. Duntree and Echenez and Windy Waves getting closer, Very, Very Ordinary, then Borisiva, and then Seagram and Inverpack Token. This is the water they're coming to now. Give Us a Buck on the far side of Aquilifer. A little between those two as they come down to the ditch. Give Us a Buck and Aquilifer from Echenez and Duntree and Windy Waves. Borisiva a faller there. Made a bad mistake and parted company with his partner. He does make shocking errors. A very, very difficult horse to stay with at times. Aquilifer on the inside of Give Us a Buck. Then Echenez, then Windy Waves. The final ditch, 6 from home. Aquilifer, the old man, the leader from Give Us a Buck. Echenez is 3rd. Windy Waves is 4th. Duntree 5. 6 is Very, Very Ordinary. And nothing else in it with a prayer. As they come to the 5th from home at the top of the hill, and Aquilifer lands in the lead from Give Us a Buck. There's not a lot between them. Windy Waves is just moving into 3rd ahead of Echenez. Duntree comes next, then Very, Very Ordinary as they begin the run downhill. Give Us a Buck on the outside of Aquilifer. Then Windy Waves. Then Very, Very Ordinary over on the far side. 4 from home there. And Windy Waves made a mistake at that one. Aquilifer is the leader. Aquilifer from Give Us a Buck. Very, Very Ordinary making good progress towards the outside, the left of the picture that is. Aquilifer towards the right of the picture. Give Us a Buck and Very, Very Ordinary jump 2nd and 3rd. Behind them, Windy Waves, then Duntree under pressure. Racing round the home turn now with 2 left to jump, and Aquilifer the leader from Give Us a Buck, and Very, Very Ordinary travelling well towards the stand side. And now these two have gone on to share the lead. Very, Very Ordinary on the near side, Give Us a Buck on the far side, and Very, Very Ordinary under Robbie Supple, travelling particularly well on the near side. Give Us a Buck on the far side, and Very, Very Ordinary lands in the lead from Give Us a Buck. Duntree moves into 3rd. Very, Very Ordinary on the near side. On the far side is Give Us a Buck, who's fighting back again, and Duntree fighting his way now up between the two as they come to the last. And at the last, Duntree is the one that lands in the lead. Duntree now the leader from over on the far side. Give Us a Buck. Duntree on the near side. Give Us a Buck on the far side. Duntree takes it by a length at the moment as they race up towards the line. 2 lengths, he's going to win it. Duntree is the winner. 2nd is Give Us a Buck, and 3rd is Very, Very Ordinary. And 4th, after a gallant effort and a long absence, is the old man Aquilifer. 5 came Echenez, and they in fact are the only finishers because Richard Dunwoody finally pulled up Windy Ways. And so the result of this Food Brokers Fisherman's Fiend Chase, Fisherman's Friend Chase I should say. First, number 10, Duntree, owned by Mrs. Jenny Mould, trained by David Nicholson, his 3rd winner of the afternoon, ridden by Hywel Davies, who defied a 3-pound overweight. 2nd is number 6, Give Us a Buck, owned by Mr. K. Costello, trained by David Ellsworth and ridden by Paul Holly. And 3rd was number 11, Very, Very Ordinary, owned by Mrs. Wendy Cohen, trained by John Upsom and ridden by Robbie Supple. 4th was number 1, Aquilifer, 14-1, Duntree the winner.
First, number 10, Duntree, 14-1. Second, number 6, Give Us a Buck, 4-1 favourite. And 3rd, number 11, Very, Very Ordinary, 9-2.